So I just want to mention, as many of you have heard, the breaking news, new bill HR 6697 is a for-profit Trojan horse to fund lobbyists. And I'm just going to summarize it before Pasta goes into the tweet, because this newly proposed bill sounds like an honest, helpful bill, but like always, it's a handout to corporate lobbyists. And HR 6697 is basically expanded the PPP to trade groups with fewer than 300 employees. So then this subsequently includes lobbyists. And this is called the Paycheck Protection Program, or PPP. And it was meant for small businesses who suffered during the pandemic of COVID-19.
Talking a lot about it.
But of course, this bill would expand it to include what it was previously excluded, which is the 501c nonprofit organizations, which includes the lobbyists.
Yes, and that is very important, because you've talked about, I think on the show, about a 501c and what they are. They don't have any rights to this money, and it's so disgusting to see, fam. Didn't enough people in the small business loan the first time out the CARES Act get enough of that money? The big businesses,
exactly,
like the Shake Shacks, the LA fucking Lakers, Harvard, Columbia. Sorry for cursing, Mom, but I'm so pissed off. All these people already got their grubby hands on it. Some people were forced to give it back. Some people did not give it back. I believe there was like a big hotel chain who did not give that money back. There were people saying, we're not giving it back. Mm-hmm. So they took it out of the hive of the small business loan, which is meant for your mom and pop stores, your pizza guy, your barber, right? They're just opening up barbershops and nail shops now. They've been suffering the longest. And yet, here comes another provision, another amendment to the bill, where they're going to allow people who come in who don't have any right, they're not a small business, to come in there and grab this money, fam, once again.
Exactly.
So, did you want to read this one little part right over here?
Yeah, so...
the highlighted part, Johnny, on the which you just had up. I'm sorry, behind it.
So, like the businesses they serve, many local chambers, tourism-related organizations, and other 501c6 nonprofits are now experiencing their own financial challenges brought on by COVID-19. These organizations are not currently eligible for the Paycheck Protection Program, PPP, to get financial support. The local chamber tourism and 501c6 Protection Act would expand PPP eligibility to include 501c6 organizations with 300 or fewer employees to ensure that they can continue supporting our Main Street businesses and local economies. So again, these are lobbyists. These are not small businesses. They're lobbyist organizations. And because there is no jurisdiction there that indicates, oh, yes, these people are excluded, they would be eligible for that money. And these lobbyist groups are the same ones that just got tons and tons of money for Main Street, Wall Street, whatever you want to call it. And so this is just like a Trojan horse, like I said, to sneak in some money for these lobbyists, and not just some money, to fund vast amounts of money into these already elites. And because they have less than 300 employees, then they qualify.
Yeah. And let's any small business that's waiting on your cash that you haven't got to contact the Convo Couch, because we're going to see they're going to create avenues for lobbyists. And Johnny just put it up. America's health insurance plans, which represents health insurers, disclosed $62 million in revenue and 158 employees in their 2018 tax return. That's not a small fucking business. That's not a small business. If you're making $62 million in one friggin' year, that's not a small business. So if you're a small business, and there's a lot of them out there, they don't even know what's going on. And fam, like I told you last time we brought it, I did a little video while you were gone. There's a whole new tactic which they're using. Chase, Wells Fargo, the newest people, the new bill that came out after the CARES Act, after they saw they screwed up the first PPP, small businesses weren't getting their money. They allotted more money to go out. Well, now Chase and Wells Fargo's were using Gestapo tactics. They were threatening people with jail time if they filled out the application wrong. They said, so there they are now. They're scaring small businesses as compared to a big business, a big corporation, where it's one piece of paper, you need the money, sign it, and go on, whatnot. It just shows you the way they treat us to the way they treat them. It's a big club, and you ain't in it, fam.
And I just want to point out really quick that they have gotten money from campaigns who have been fighting against the Affordable Care Act, and obviously that which helped convince Democrats not to include the public health option. They have been getting money from a lot of problematic groups, lobbyist groups in Congress. So this isn't just talk of what is likely happening. These companies, these lobbyists have been getting money from these same institutions that are destroying our ability to have Medicare for all, from oil lobbyists, from all of these people that stand against the things that progressives supposedly want, which is a Green New Deal, etc.
Yep. And AHIP, America's Health Insurance Plan, was the group that lobbied in 2008 and 2009 to make sure, and this is when Dennis Kucinich, remember, he went crazy. He says, no, I am not going through with anything. We need the public option. To him, the most important thing, and Dennis, like I said, Dennis is like the gold standards when it comes to healthcare. He knows shit. He was really pissed off. He was fighting with Obama. He wanted the public option. Well, they didn't get the public option, fam. And that's what really made the ACA mashad, made it nothing, and had no legs. It just helped the insurance companies. And AHIP is the group that lobbied against it. Your boy, Russ Cicerone from New Jersey, our boy, friend of the show, he even put down, do we have a list of the co-sponsors and everything else? So I think we should bring that up. Maybe, John, take a look at some of these co-sponsors.
Where is that at?
I have a link right here to the bill. And once we get into it, you'll see the co-sponsors. It's ridiculous. I'm going to pull it up right now. Co-sponsors. So let's take a look at this list, fam. Some people I know. Cisneros, right around the corner, in Orange County is on the list. Who else is really noticeable over there? Boom, 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 boom. Jim Costa, another donkey.
Oh, God.
Down below is where it gets really juicy, I believe. There's a couple people. Harley Rauda, our friend.
Oh, supported by many Democratic, indivisible, and progressive organizations. Yeah.
Here's where it gets sad. Barbara Lee. Barbara Lee on that. Once again,
Lee.
Barbara Lee is all over the place. She can do some great stuff, make a stance on certain things. And then the other end, she kind of just caves. And there was one other name I wanted to mention in here. I think Tony Cardenas was on this list too, if I'm not sure. There he is. Tony Cardenas.
Yep.
Right there. He's on the list. Tony Cardenas is running against Angelica Duenas right around the corner. She's an ex-Green. Angelica Duenas is one of the best candidates out there. She's really so open-minded. She was a Green for a while. She's now running as a Democrat. But you could talk to this lady about everything. She understands foreign policy. She understands domestic policy.
Very well-rounded candidate.
Very well-rounded. And she's even talking about Tony Cardenas. Once again, he's always had all these houses. He's had these handouts. The guy he's got a pension for his city council seat. So he gets like an extra $5,000 a month from the taxpayers. He somehow clears like close to $15,000 to $20,000 a month is what Angelica told me.
How do you, as a city council member, clear that much money? Well, the only way is if, of course, you're funded by these big lobbyists and these big PACs. That's exactly how it is. There's no other way. I think a normal city council person would make it's a part-time job. It's not even considered a full-time job. Maybe like $30,000 or something like that.
Yeah.
You don't make a lot unless, of course, you're like Tony Cardenas.
Yeah. Poopy Cake says, you guys are awesome. Thank you for that Super Chat contribution, Poopy Cakes. We've been waiting for those beautiful words. And thank you for all those people who leave those Super Chat contributions and our 95 Patreons. You guys are awesome. There's Angelica Duenas. Johnny, you want to say anything about this before we get on to that next subject? Or you want
that Angelica Duenas was out there for the No War with Iran protest.
Yep.
And she was like the only person.
She was the only one.
Other than Rodolfo.
Come on, your boy there. Rodolfo was
Rodolfo.
there. Yeah, Rodolfo said so many stuff. Rodolfo was one of those candidates that he said so many stuff. He just watch this Democratic Party. The reason why he refused to not leave that green and not run as anything else is because he knows the Democratic Party is awful. Angelica and Rodolfo were the only two candidates that we saw, or any two politicians that we saw that were there.
Yep.
So,
100%.